Nothing like rolling in the weekend and deciding it's time to go ahead and get out there on the boat, enjoy a beverage, catch a wave, and have a little fun. But if you do wind up doing that, you better make sure your skills are on point, and hopefully you don't wind up like this crew. But welcome back, guys, to this week's episode of Boneheaded Boaters of the Week. And speaking of things not going your way, our next crew has things not go their way down at the boat ramp. But let me know in the comments on this one. Is this trailer toast? Now, sometimes in boating, we're going to make poor decisions, and sometimes those poor decisions aren't as drastic as the last one we just saw. Like right here, my man's got the lines, he's ready to roll. This could be the easy handoff, but he says, no, back up, out of the way, I got this one. Now, if you say that, you better nail it on the first try. And here he comes with the old airball. Now our next boater's got a little more skill. He absolutely nails it on the first try. I mean, heck, he nails it so good on the first try, he's not even behind the helm when it happens, as we'll see right here. This happened up in New York City just a couple weeks back, and here you can see Captain leaving the bow of the boat and heading back into the helm after taking off. Apparently they had the autopilot on, but the autopilot couldn't see the big tour boat in front of them. My real question on this one, how come Cap didn't move a lot earlier? They were heading toward a large boat. It wasn't like they didn't see this coming. Now, of course, this could be because he is one of those full send captains. Full send all the time, sending it no matter what, even when there's a big ship in front of him. Kind of like some of the other people we see out there in the water. They just send it and let it ride, no matter what is going on. But you always got to be careful on the full send. You never know when it's going to go your way or when it's not. Kind of like this situation here, where my man decides he's just going to full send it right up the ramp. Who needs to back the trailer up? I'll tell you what, more people should get one of these boats because it might be a whole lot easier on them down at the boat ramp versus some of the other methods we see, kind of like this crew who's basically created their own method, and they've also created one of the least ideal situations in boating where you really need a vehicle just to tow the boat. This can't be his everyday car. I mean, I guess it could, but it ain't gonna last very long. I mean, how much salt away do you think this guy goes through? He's got to use like a case of Yama lube every time he wants to take the truck out into the water. I just don't understand how this truck lasts more than a few launches without just turning into complete crud. I guess again, full send guy, when he launches the boat's just sending it. But I guess marina guy sometimes, even when he's trying to put the boat away for the day, just winds up sending it as well. I mean, you gotta be careful in both scenarios, but again, makes the airboat sound like a whole lot easier kind of event. I mean, my man here dropped his airboat on the highway, and instead of having to call somebody to help get it back on the trailer, he just loads it himself. Now, some of our boaters on the water aren't lucky enough to even make it back to the boat ramp or the marina. They find themselves in trouble well before they get back to that point. Sometimes they'll find themselves in a situation like this where they wind up stuck on the sandbar. The wild part about this one, the motor's on, and originally nobody was in the boat. Now they've moved somebody back into the boat, but still it doesn't look like they're really going anywhere in this situation. Got a feeling they're going to be here for a while unless they want to call for a tow. Now, of course, this moment brings us to the real question. If it breaks free right here, while she's at the helm and he's in the water, do you think she comes back to get him or she just continues on? Let me know in the comments. Speaking of carrying on, our next crew decides to continue on no matter what. I mean, you can't get out there and let the tubing fun stop just for the little things. Like right here, just because a fish decides it wants to ride on the tube as well, doesn't mean the fun should come to a halt. And our crew doesn't let that happen. They just keep sending her no matter what, until our guy decides he's going to give the raft up to the fish. And then you got the rescue crews out there working hard. These guys are going to send it and they're going to keep going no matter what as well. I mean, but we already knew that. You guys know those jet ski boys are out there full send all the time, and they're going to keep going no matter what. Kind of like in this situation here. Yes, everybody's okay. Now, seeing all this stuff happen might make you think, what about this boating thing? It's not for me. Let me take another hobby up like surfing, kind of like these guys are doing right here. But as you just saw, nothing's going to stop those boneheaded boaters from getting out there and keeping going, but you never know, surfers feel some of the same way. When the waves are right, nothing's stopping them from getting out there, enjoying themselves, and riding that wave all the way to the very end. Now, while she has a little bit of a rough time here at the end, she gets up, wipes it off, she's okay, all good to go, but there's obviously easier ways to get out there and surf than what she's doing. Now, when I see my man doing this right here, it actually reminds me a little bit more of boating than surfing. I mean, he's just in such a relaxed atmosphere, so why not just combine the two if you want to enjoy them both? Go ahead and toss that boat into some waves and let it ride the surf. It'll be fun for everybody as well, even though it's not necessarily recommended. Now, while these guys are out there having fun in the waves, some people don't get the choice. They get stuck out there having to work in the waves, kind of like the crew you see on the back deck of this tugboat. Watch as this wave comes through, smacks them all down to the deck. Fortunately, somehow, in this mass chaos, they all wind up staying on board. Now, of course, there is another way you can get out there on the water. Maybe you want to take it a little slower when you're out there. You can always get out there and join the boys on the old blowboats. You never know, though. Sometimes things can get out of hand there as well if you get out there on a strong wind day, but typically it all happens a little slower, so maybe it's a little safer, but sometimes things gotta happen fast on the blowboats, too. And of course, you don't have to spend a ton of money to get out there on the water. Sometimes you can find some cheap deals. So our last guy went ahead and just put a tarp on the bottom of his boat to go ahead and fix some holes. Our guy here basically built his own homemade version of a jet boat. There's a lot going on in this one when you go in and start trying to unfold everything you see happening here. The wildest one is the propulsion at the end. It definitely appears he's taken 2 pool pumps and using that as his jet propulsion on his homemade jet boat, and maybe the pressure washer's a backup in case he needs a little extra horsepower to try and get it going a little faster. Definitely a wild one to see, but not the wildest thing you'll see in the water. I mean, we're down at the boat ramps all the time. The amount of wild and crazy boats we see out there enjoying themselves, having a good time out on the water is absolutely crazy. One of the favorite ones I see all the time is this picnic table that shows up at the Boynton boat ramp with an outboard on the back, and then of course we got the old pirate ship that launches down at Boynton as well. But there's always something crazy to see when you get out there and enjoy yourself on the water to have a good time. And speaking of enjoying yourself on the water and having a good time, one thing always to remember, if you're gonna head out there and enjoy yourself, don't drink and boat. Always remember to have a DD with you out on the boat as you're out there enjoying your day. But thanks for watching, crew. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Boneheaded Boaters of the Week. If you ever see anything crazy happening on your waterways, be sure to hit us up on Facebook or Instagram and let us know, and you might see your stories over here. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button. If not, we're coming to steal your drain plug.